Have you ever been spoken by someone, I'm very happy, I'm very sad, I'm very nervous, I'm very angry? If yes, then you are at the right place, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what exact vocabulary you can use instead of using this very. So, believe me, friend, vocabulary in a sentence can make a big difference while speaking in English. So, keep watching the video till the end. If it is really helpful for you, have a like for me, which will keep on motivating me to do more videos. So guys, let us get into the topic with an example. Imagine that if you are saying to your girlfriend, you looks very beautiful today. Instead of saying very beautiful, if you say you looks gorgeous today, how the sentence sounds like? Isn't it sound like a great speaker? Yes. So let's understand what you will say instead of very angry. Instead of very angry, you can use the vocabulary furious. For example, when you asked 15 days leave to your boss became furious. That means your boss become very angry. So guys, let us get into the phrase very big. What exactly you have to say instead of very big? Instead of very big, you can say massive. Example in a sentence is, there is a massive mountain in a square. So guys, let us understand what we can say instead of very boring. The vocabulary which you have to say instead of very boring, that is dull. Example in a sentence is, she looks dull today. Let's see the phrase very noisy. Instead of very noisy, you have to use deafening. Example in a sentence is, the sound of engine was deafening. That means the sound of engine was very noisy. Instead of very poor, you can use destitute. Let's see an example in a sentence. When he died, his family was left completely destitute. So guys, let us get into the next phrase, that is very cheap. The vocabulary which you want to use instead of very cheap is stingy. Let's see an example in a sentence, and the sentence is, Rakesh was not a stingy man. Next phrase is very clean. The vocabulary which you want to use instead of very clean is spotless. Let's see an example in a sentence. She keeps the house spotless. So guys, let us get into the next phrase, that is very difficult. The vocabulary which you want to use instead of very difficult is arduous. Next phrase is very quick. Instead of very quick, you want to use the vocabulary rapid. Let's see a sentence by using rapid, and the example is, he made such a rapid progress. Let's see the next phrase, that is very sad. Instead of very sad, you can use the vocabulary sorrowful. Example in a sentence is, she looks sorrowful today. So guys, let us get into the next phrase, that is very bad. The vocabulary which you want to use instead of very bad is awful. Let's see an example by using awful in a sentence, and the example is, I feel awful about forgetting her birthday. Let's see the next phrase, that is very smart. Instead of very smart, you can use the vocabulary intelligent, and the example is, he is an intelligent person. So guys, let us get into the next phrase, that is very ugly. Instead of very ugly, you have to use the vocabulary hideous. Let's see an example by using hideous, and the example is, their new color scheme was hideous. So guys, let us get into the last phrase, that is very funny. The vocabulary which you want to use instead of very funny is hilarious. Let's see an example by using hilarious, and the example is, what the hilarious you are talking, man. Hope you learned something from today's video. Thank you for your attention.